So it's morning time, we're making some breakfast and we're gonna go hike Castle Crag today. The Castle Crag to the Castle Dome trail is, I think, 5 miles round trip, 2,200 feet elevation gain, so it's gonna be harder than our Angel's Landing hike. Check out that video if you haven't seen that. That's a really cool hike also. And so we're gonna go to the state park, I think, and then get there, do some yoga actually before, during, and after the hike, because Kenzie's been wanting to see if it makes our hike better. And I'm really excited because there's supposed to be a spring halfway through that you can stop and get some water at. That's like a natural spring, so that'll be cool. So yeah, let's go.
We're almost at the state park now. It's a really nice day. I think it's going to be a great day to go on this hike.
Trail.
Okay.
It's a lot of uphill and a lot of downhill on the way back, but it's beautiful and I highly recommend it.
Okay. I think it's going to be a perfect day for hiking. I'm really excited about it.
Hinge forward, fold.
Root Creek Trail to Crags Trail to Indian Springs Trail, then we'll come back and then up to Castle Dome.
Okay.
So we just got our first view of the dome, and from what I understand, this hike goes up towards the dome, and if the dome's here, it kind of slopes down, goes to another crag up here. We're gonna be right in that saddle. So it's really exciting. It's so pretty, like it just sticks up out of the mountain. Let me see if I can show you guys. So if that's the dome, which is a lot bigger than it looks in the camera, and there's some of the crag, I think we're gonna go right in that saddle, like right there.
Looks familiar.
Yeah, deja vu. Kind of like a horny toad, kind of.
So we just took the turn to go to the Indian Springs. It's like 0.2 of a mile, it says. So we're just gonna go over there. We're actually gonna do a little mid-hike yoga just to make sure that we're fresh for the rest of the hike. We're actually gonna drink some of the water. You're able to drink it, and maybe even hammock just a little bit. We'll see how we feel, and then we're gonna go all the way to the top. We just got a glimpse of it, and it looks really, really pretty.
Took a little bit of a taste, just a handful, and it's really tasty.
And then move on to the center into a wide leg forward fold.
So we just filled up our water with the natural spring water, and we did a little bit of yoga just to make sure that our limbs aren't going to get stiff. And I think we got a mile and a half to the top, and that's supposed to be a little bit steeper, but this was a really nice little refreshing part in that it's nice and cool because of the stream. So let's go see the rest.
the dome, and that's Mount Shasta. It's hard to see, but it's that tall mountain with the snow on it.
So, because of Kinsey, I dropped my phone. So it's probably broke, so I gotta go get it. No, it slid out of my pocket, and I think it's broke. I get really cheap phones because I always break them. Man, that thing is toast. Oh, dude. Oh no, it fell farther. Yeah, I'm gonna need a new one. We thought we had found the end, but we didn't. Thankfully, Kinsey was like, no, it goes farther. So you can't get to the actual dome I'm looking at right there. But I think you can get to over there. So that's what we're seeing about. But yeah, it is very steep this last little bit.
And the ground's like slippery, like loose sand.
Lizard.
There's lizards everywhere.
Lizards. We got juked. We thought the trail went that way. That sign, or there's a sign on that tree that says it goes that way. We're getting so close. It's just right there. Getting all these high bushes, you know you're almost there. Yeah. Just go and look out at Shasta. Let's do it.
And here's the beautiful Castle Dome. We finally made it to the end of the hike, and right here is Castle Crag, and right there is an awesome view of Mount Shasta. And we thought we were done maybe like a quarter mile back, but that was like not even done. Like there's so much to do beyond that, and it just gets worse, but the view is totally worth it.
Mount Shasta right there is 14,000 feet elevation. I think we're at about 6,000, and it was a hard hike, so I can only imagine trying to go to the top of Shasta. Anyways, the dome is right here, and we're kind of on the hump right before it. It was a really cool hike, but very strenuous, like Kinsey said. For those of you wondering if you can do this hike, the footing is pretty good until you get past the Indian Spring little detour. Then it starts to get rocky, and this last bit, once you get onto the exposed part, is just straight uphill, climbing over rocks. The ground is really slick and sandy and crumbly beneath the feet, so really wear good shoes and make sure to be careful. There's a lot of wind up here and you're really exposed, so we were sweating, and then the sweat would make us cold, which is funny. I think that pretty much anybody that, you know, can hike and can clamber over rocks could do this. Just make sure to start early so that you have plenty of times for breaks. It's about 2,200 feet elevation gain, so almost a mile up over about 2.5 miles. So I mean, it's like you're walking, and once you start on this trail, it goes like this, and it's either like this or like this, pretty much the whole trail,
The whole way.
so be ready for that, man. We had to take a few breaks, but going down hopefully will be a lot funner.
Oh man.
Oh, maybe I feel really lightheaded.
It's probably not good if we're staying out here.
The sweat's like making me cold on my back.
Same. We ate lunch and now we're gonna do a little bit of yoga to get ready to go down to the bottom. But it's really cool up here. The view is just otherworldly. I definitely think this hike is worth the money to get into the park. I think it's worth doing, worth the drive, and it's just an awesome hike that we hope to do again sometime.
Can you tell us what type of flower this is?
We made it back to the truck, so now it's time to do our last cool down of our hiking yoga experience. Grab your left wrist, lean over to the right.
We just did a little bit of cool down yoga so that we won't be too sore, hopefully. By the way, Kenzie is a certified yoga teacher, so definitely check out her yoga channel where she teaches you how to do yoga safely, and it's really great. Like I said up at the top, the hike is awesome. On our way down though, we actually got lost because the trail's hard to find, so keep an eye out for that and try and make sure you're not coming down in the dark. We met some really nice people in the parking lot, and it's really cool. Actually, one of them, she owns a business that makes lunch boxes that don't use plastic or anything, so we're gonna talk to her and maybe get some of those because we're trying to reduce our plastic, and so I think that's really cool. Now we're gonna head back home to get to the puppies and kitties. Really enjoy this hike. Definitely think you should try it if you get the chance.